My name is Robert Mulvaney. I work for the British Antarctic Survey here in Cambridge. I'm a glaciologist and a paleoclimatologist. So by paleoclimatology, I mean I look at the climate of the past. And as a glaciologist, what I do is I drill ice cores from the ice sheets, bring them back here to the lab in Cambridge. So I'm here in the cold room where the temperature is about -25 at the moment. I cut the cores into short sections, and then I pass them through to a range of analytical instruments to measure what is in the ice, and with that I can reconstruct the climate and the atmosphere from the past. Well, at school I was very keen on science, particularly chemistry. I was also keen on engineering. I had a fantastic chemistry teacher, fantastic engineering teacher, and I was always toying between whether I wanted to go down the science, chemistry side or the engineering side. So that's why I went to university to do chemistry. I stayed on at university to do a PhD. As I came towards the end of my PhD, an advert appeared that wanted a young chemist to go to Antarctica to drill ice cores. I applied for it, I was extremely lucky, I got the job, and here I am still today, 35 years later. Well, over the next century we expect climate to warm in response to the increasing amounts of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, particularly methane and carbon dioxide. Now, we know from looking at the ice cores how the climate and the atmosphere varied in the past. We were able to take little tiny bubbles of trapped air from the ice and recover the levels of carbon dioxide and methane in the past. By measuring the chemistry of the ice, in particular what we call the isotopes of the water molecules, we're able to understand what the temperature has been varying like in the past. So we have a complete record of climate, temperature, and greenhouse gases. And that's very important because it's that sets in context, the long-term context of what we might expect over the next 100 years. For me, the one point where I think was the highlight of my career was when I was drilling an ice core. I was leading the team. I'd been drilling for 3 consecutive Antarctic seasons, so that's 3 times of about 3 months in the field, 3 months away from home, living in the tent. We were getting towards the bottom of the ice sheet. The ice sheet was 950 metres deep here, and it was my turn on the drill. I was operating the drill, and it was me that hit the bottom of the ice sheet. We knew we'd got there when the ice was brought back to the surface, and instead of having ice in the bottom of the drill, I had sand. I drilled all the way through the ice sheet and into the sand that was remaining below the ice sheet itself. And it turned out this sand was actually left over from an old desert. So in other words, I drilled into an old desert that was there before the ice even started forming in Antarctica. It's been a fantastic career, but it was 2 things that really got me going on it. One was that enthusiastic teachers at school, the chemistry and the engineering teachers that got me into the thinking about what I wanted in the future, and that lucky chance that a job came up just at the right time for me.